let's see what we've got. Please have some antibiotics. Not in here. Got some rice, some tuna, some water. Not much other than that. How about in here? More tuna? Another water bowl, come on. Another can of tuna. Some pickles too, which is something, and some more water, which is always handy, but no antibiotics. Nothing that we can use to help Chuck. Hey, anything? A bit of food? Lots of tuna? Yeah, the exact same with the ones I looked through. Oh, under the bags of rice there's a med kit? What's in it? It's still sealed, which is good because it means it hasn't been used. Does it list what it contains on the back? Yeah, hold on. Sterile bandages, plasters, stereotape, a pair of scissors, a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, and something called cephalexin? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. There's some other stuff too. Those ones just stood out to me. Yeah, I don't know what cephalexin is for, but I know we don't have it, so it's best to just take everything we find. I mean, I will, but we're not far from being over-encumbered. We can't keep taking everything we come across. It's making it difficult to travel. Pulling carts from one place to the next isn't easy. I know that. That's why I pull it most of the time. I just feel like it's better to have things just in case. I get it. You never know when you might need a specific thing, and it's better to have it than to not. I used to travel light. Not that I had much of a choice, but it allowed me to move quickly. With everything we have, we're not making good time. Listen, we don't need to worry about that. Or at least, we didn't. With Chuck in the way he is, now we need to speed things up. So what do? I guess we'll have to leave the carts behind. Hope that we're getting close. Maybe come back for them at some point. Yeah. I'm sorry, Brent. For what? Being so rude to you? It wasn't your fault that Elliot and Gabriel died. I know that, and I should have listened to you. About Polly. I should have listened to her. I blamed you, and I shouldn't have. Listen, Charlotte, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but you don't have anything to be sorry about. It was my fault that Elliot and Gabriel died. I made that decision. It was my consequence. You were right to blame me. But how could I blame you for that, if I mutilated my own best friend, made her last moments full of excruciating pain? Listen, you can look at it that way, yeah, of course. Or you can look at it the way it actually was. You made a decision, one that you thought was right. Whether or not it was, isn't for me to decide. We can't always make the right choices, Charlotte. I question mine all the time. What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I took Picton's offer? Would Elliot and Gabriel still be alive? Would Rosita, John, and Philipe not have been harmed? I mean, what I do know is if I didn't make that decision, we would still be trapped there, right now, being tortured and experimented on, being attacked. Picton would probably have still done what he did, just to punish me. He might have killed me. There's no way to know. But I know that I did what I could. That's all. Just like you did. You did what you thought was right. Yes, it ended badly, but your heart was in the right place. Your actions came from a place of deep love for Polly. She was gone no matter what. No matter how it happened, she was always going to be gone. You were always going to feel like this. Probably would have always felt guilty too. We learn from our mistakes. Learn from it. Know how to do better if it happens again. Alright? Okay. Thank you for saying all that. Listen, I'm here to keep the people around me going. That's what's important to me. That includes you. It shouldn't, but thank you. Listen, you're always welcome. Okay? Get the medkit ready and everything. I'll go check if there's anything behind the counter. Stop! Charlotte, stay here. I'll be back. Premo! Premo, hey! Oh, there's ghouls. Oh, man. Ouch. Premo, what's going on? Stay back. What do you want? That's close enough. You see the sword, right? I do. Let my friends go. Please. Hey, we're not the bad guys here. You came across us, not the other way round. Get lost. Okay. We'll go. All right? Brent, stop. What is it, Premo? What? Remember I mentioned Sonica's brother that escaped Bane? Brent, I think that's him. That's Connor. I haven't seen him in a long time, though. Okay, alright, I'll try it. We'll leave if you want us to, Connor. What? How do you know my name? Easy. Okay? You're Sonica's brother, right? You're not helping yourself here, or your friends. How do you know my name? And how do you know my sister? I'm Brent Forlow. Behind me is Premo. You know her already. Look. And on the ground is Philipe. Yeah. I remember Premo. I'm sorry, P, I didn't recognize you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Especially not without that hat of yours. The hat's been gone for a while. You've been gone for a while. I apologize for putting your friend on the ground. I'm big enough to admit when I make quick decisions. So, you're Brent. You've got a lot of people looking for you. P and the boy TJ too. Hold on. What do you mean? The three of you have a lot of friends. A lot of people worried about you. Back home, we have a board full of jobs. One that's been up there the longest and that's been incomplete is the one about finding you three. Hold on. So the supermarket is still there? Yeah. Swift Creek has been around since the start. It never went away. I mean, we've been away for a long time. We didn't know if it was still there or not. Well, I can tell you right now that it is. I appreciate you saying that. And I hope that it's true. We don't have the best trust right now. Okay? What reason would we have to lie? Listen, I'm not saying you do. We've been gone for 7 months. Premo hasn't seen you in even longer than that. So, you want to know when and how I got back to my sister? I'd like to know, yeah. Preferably, I'd like your friend to take the staff away from my friend too. He's not going to do anything. Anyway, guess I'm going to have to do a little bit of storytelling. Don't know how much P has told you, but I presume you met Bane. I did. Tobias killed him. Good. You know about that. I'll admit I don't know much about you, or about how you met my friends. But I know that you're important to Tobias, to a few others too, so that means you're important to us. Plus, without sounding rude, there is a big payment reward to whoever finds you and takes you back there safely. Hold on, we have a bounty on our heads? I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it payment for your safe return. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, which we'll answer on the way. I'll give you a little bit of information, the rest can wait. Yeah, I have questions. Well, you knew my name, so I guess P told you about my great escape? From the look on your face, I'll take it as a yes. So, I managed to escape from Bane. Wanted to get help. Wanted to save my sister. But I kept getting pushed back. Ran into one problem after another. Kept getting dragged further away from base. Until I came across Fran. He's the guy with all the tats, with the bow staff. He had just escaped his captors, like I had with Bane. So we instantly got along. I told him about everyone back home. He told me where I could get some weapons. Took us a while to get there, but once we did, we found George and his sister Kat. They had been hiding out in the meat freezer where the weapons were stashed, so they joined too. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to hear this. I mean, I don't mind. Well, I can't be bothered to continue the story. So, long story short, I found Spice, the lady to my right, found Toxin, the guy with the gun. Basically, after a few months of getting reinforcements and supplies, we returned to Swift Creek, where I then found out that Bane had been dead for a while, and that there were new people there. Was it around this time that they had begun working on the watchtowers? This was around 5 months ago, I think. Watchtowers? How much construction have you done? A lot. Oh, and something just came to me. It's hilarious. Huh? PB and TJ. Like a PB and J, but PB and TJ, you know, for Premo, Brent, and TJ. You get it? Yeah, I got it. Isn't it funny? I think I'll call you that. Well, anyway, we're only about a day away, so we best get moving. Where's, TJ? He's back with the rest of our friends. Oh, you have a group. Is that a problem? Not really. I mean, we get a lot of people coming in and out Swift Creek. A few groups here and there to collect payments. We have plenty of housing. I don't like travelling in large groups. I like to keep it to a nice group of 5, but I suppose I can make an exception. How many people do you have with you? More than a dozen? A few injured? A dozen? Man. And I can see you're injured. No, I'm fine. Okay, we have people with worse injuries. Do you have a doctor? Luckily for you, we have an army medic. He's great. I'm sure he can fix up your injured, no problem. That's good, yeah. I have a few more questions before we go anywhere. You can ask them while we walk to get your friends. At this rate, we're going to have to set up camp for the night. We won't get to Swift Creek before dark. We have a safe place where we can stay the night. You might have to sleep separate to us, though. We would have anyway. Listen, of course we know of you, but we don't know you. I'm not going to lie and say we trust you. No one has seen you in 7 months, did you say? So yeah, no one has seen you in 7 months. Who knows what you've been doing, or how you've changed in that time period? I'm sure we'll find out, but yes. I agree that we should sleep separately from your people. yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't have it any other way. Right. Well, let's make our way out of here then. All right. We have one more person with us. She's in the town pantry. We get her, then we go. Okay. For starters, well, let's get you up, Felipe.